really good day today. We had our first big scrimmage on Saturday, so we had over 100 snaps. A lot of good evaluation for our guys, and then today came back with a good shell practice. I thought we had some good execution, a lot of good reps, trying to get these guys brought along that need to keep getting better, which is a lot of our guys. But like the progress, like the effort, like the energy, and I think that this team is step by step getting a little bit better every single day. Questions?
What were your takeaways from the scrimmage last weekend?
Yeah, I thought the defense won the day. You know, we don't keep score in that regard, but I just thought that they just did a good job of eliminating big plays and keeping out of the end zone. We did have a few guys that did not participate on offense, but at the same time, I just thought that the energy, the pursuit to the football, the speed was evident. Just a lot of good amount of hats to the ball when you freeze the frame. At a certain point when you're watching film, you know, a lot of good execution. A lot of young offensive linemen getting a lot of good reps. I think Matthew Bedford's the guy that kind of stuck out to me, that showing really good signs of figuring some things out as a new guy just getting here. But you know, it's one thing to do some good things in the weight room, but to do it on the field, you know, when they're coming at you full speed. And our defense does a lot of things, and so it's not necessarily very easy for a young guy to pick a lot of that stuff up. So he jumped out. I think Miles Marshall's another guy that continues to make plays for us that I'm really encouraged by, and he needs to step up and do some great things. And then you know, defensive line wise, I think Madison Norris makes it's a flash. I thought that Jonathan King did some good things as well. One of our young guys. I think that Cam Jones really just kind of popped to me. We've played him at several different spots. He's playing weak side linebacker now, our stinger position, and we spent half the time getting trained at free safety. Now the other half the time getting trained at linebacker, and really did some really good things. I thought for sure. I thought Christian Paycheck ran the ball really hard, and it's just some good stuff up front as well as Rod Lloyd in the backfield. Those guys have been given a lot of good reps, and quarterbacks continue to develop and move along the way we want them to. So you know, it's just it's a process. You can talk about a lot of different guys, but I think that you know, learn a new offensive system and getting our young defense a chance to keep growing has been encouraging.
I know you don't have is your plan to play Cam Jones in a few different positions this fall, or are you trying to kind of maybe
I think
figure
we'll
out?
zero in when we get closer. You know, I think that the goal was, you know, he played this whole last season at Husky, and felt like we need to get him a lot of just consecutive reps at free safety, and then wanted to get him his final reps at stinger. You know, and then basically seeing on how things flesh out with our roster, and he's proven to be a very valuable guy. We got to get him on the field. So the more he can do, the more positions that he can master, the more versatile he's going to be for us. And he just, wherever we put him, he just shows up and makes plays. So he's a special guy.
I know you don't have an exact timetable on Jack Tuttle learning about his appeal, but what do you see from him day to day on the field?
Yeah, I think that like even today, just some really strong arm throws, you know, being able to get in some tight windows that are hard to defend. A guy that I think works extremely hard. You know, we were impressed initially by his weight room work ethic, which you know, Coach Ballou always had a pretty good feel for guys' mental toughness and ability to have a certain type of mindset and your preparation, and he showed that, you know, coming into spring ball. And then there's no doubt, I mean, it's hard to learn a new system, and he's been, you know, with Mike not taking live reps, you know, he's gotten the 2 reps and sometimes with the 1s, but mostly with the 2s, and you know, it's a lot to throw on you with the new system, but you just see those flashes of his arm talent, you know, and his decision making, and then he's got the ability to escape, you know, and get out of the pocket and make a guy miss and extend the play. So those are the kind of things that have shown out to me, you know, and but it's just the more he learns it, the more comfortable he gets. You know, he just keep getting better and better.
Is he a little faster than maybe you thought? I mean,
Yeah.
He seems to be than what he showed maybe.
I agree.
Yeah, high school on his film.
You know, he's listed as a pro-style quarterback, whatever that means. You know, in today's, you know, the way they categorize guys. You know, but he is very. You know, to me, as I would always say, it's about, can you extend plays? Can you know, be able to make a guy miss that's trying to pursue you in the pass rush, to be able to get out of the pocket, step up, get a first down, and he can do all those things. He can pull the ball in his own read and get first downs and make you pay for not honoring that. So yeah, he's definitely more athletic than I thought he was just by watching this film. But at the same time, you know, he ran track in high school. He was a guy that I knew had some of that in him, but sometimes you get him here and they're a little bit more than you thought, which is the case.
On the subject of quarterbacks, Penix took part in some drills today. How is his progression coming back to the
Yeah, we actually did some things today to get him more involved. You know, we're never going to have him in there when it's live, or even when we're trying to get a full. You know, we did him with some blitz period, which was very important. He's always had a lot of. We extended our Skelly reps today to get him some more reps with that, and so trying to do more of the things that he can do. You know, without compromising his knee. But his progress has been excellent in his rehab, and so just want trying to get him engaged as much as possible. So obviously it's 3 guys that we're trying to prepare and get ready every single day.
With Jack, has it been frustrating at all for you or for him, just seeing some other guys, some other names kind of granted that eligibility and he's still waiting?
Yeah, you know, I think that could probably be a good way to say it, but you know, you control what you can control, and this is one where I have zero control, you know. So, but yeah, there's just a timetable that we, you know, I would hope to have an answer here real soon, you know. So, but once again, that's not my decision.
So with Peyton, has he shown any growth in any ways? Or?
He has, you know, and I just think that, you know, the poise, you know, just understanding the game, you know, he's so competitive. And he just makes such good decisions, you know. So he just continues, and he's learning a new system too, you know. So that part of it is equal for all the guys, you know. So, but you can just tell he's been there and done that in a lot of ways. I mean, he's bigger, stronger. You know, he works so hard in the off season, does everything right, as has always been the case. He's a great. I think he's grown in his leadership. You know, he's being more verbal, ability to confront guys and be the guy that holds guys accountable, you know, for the little things and not just take care of yourself as older guys should do, and he's doing that. So, yeah, that part's been great, and he's, you know, tough kid, makes a lot of good plays and runs our offense. So he's doing a great job.
Brian's a guy you've been high on, I mean, pretty much since you recruited him, you signed him.
Is that?
Brian Fitzgerald.
Oh, yeah.
But just how have you seen him change, especially maybe over the last year?
Yeah.
Obviously, the way he closed out last season, and have you seen something different in him this spring?
Well, I think he's got a better burst, you know, and part of that's confidence, you know, being year 2 in the system. Part of it is development, you know. I think that his body has really responded well to what we're doing in the weight room. He's always been a hard worker, so I just feel like that he's gained some really good weight, and I just see him, you know, just when you put the film, there's no question his you know, his burst to the football, his quickness has improved, and he's covered more ground. You know, to me that's a big deal. You know, and he plays a position that's a space position that's a big part of his job. And so I just think that, you know, when you play with more confidence, you anticipate better because of reps and experience. I think you do play faster, but I think he is physically noticeably quicker. You know, and so I just think that, you know, he knows what we're doing, and he's running the defense instead of last year was just kind of, he was listening a lot to the other guys and doing his job and making plays, but now he's leading, you know, and so very, very valuable part of our team, and I just think he's a better football player now than he has been since he's been here.
With Matthew Bedford, it's a matter of just gaining 15 plus, 20 plus pounds.
Yeah, it's weight, it's strength in the weight room. Most high school guys that come to college, that's probably your biggest. You know, he was 16 years old when he got here. You know, and so that's just no. Excuse me, he was 17. Okay, because we did a not 16. No, he was 17, but we did an activity where you weren't allowed to do it if you weren't 18 years, and he was the only guy on the team that couldn't do it. You know, and so it's something we did with compliance, and so you realize real quickly how young he is. You know, so man, he's going to be a really good football player. You know, he's just so athletic. He's got the things you can't coach, and he's a great kid. You know, he's so locked in. I mean, his head's spinning for sure, and that's part of it. But the things that he can control, his effort, his toughness, and you just got to get bigger and stronger. And the good news is we got, you know, the whole month of May, the rest of April here, and you get into June and July. So you got several months before you get into fall camp, and then you got another month in fall camp before your first game. So, you know, he's a guy that we're going to push extremely hard in all those times of the year and getting bigger and stronger.
What have you learned about the offensive line just this first month or so? Have you learned anything about, you know, options or players?
Yeah, I think, you know, we're trying to get several guys in the mix, you know, and Devondre Love has taken lots of reps as a number 2 tackle. We're trying to create depth for our guys. I think we kind of know what we got. Some of our older guys, we know we got Coy. Coy's extremely motivated right now to work hard and get better and play his best football of his career, senior year. Same with Simon, same with Hunter. But those guys have been steady guys, and so we're trying to get a lot of young guys. We've noticed a lot of different rotations, a lot of different positions, trying to get some guys comfortable. That's what spot Michael Cady. We had him at center, but it's kind of hard to snap and learn a new system. So we're going to kind of get him seasoned at guard first, and then he has a chance to be a guy in our center rotation as well. So there's a bunch of different guys. Even Charlie O'Connor, who came here as a walk-on, has been our number 2 center in most of spring here, and does a lot of good things. And so big guy, broad-shouldered and strong, and works extremely hard. So there's a bunch of guys that that I think we just need to have a great next 3 months. In our offensive line room and our defensive line room, because of all those young guys have got to grow up. They got to get bigger and stronger, and it's going to show up in the fall. We're going to need them all. It's a long season, and so I just think that we're trying to get as many guys as we can, as much reps as we can, and just keep coaching them up every day.
Looking at the guys on your offensive line who have had starts, I just did the math the other day. On average, they've increased 7 pounds from their listings last fall. Has that allowed them to be more physical the way you want them to be more
No
physical?
doubt. And we did our inside run today. If you heard me barking out, it was just constantly about being physical, our toughness, coming off the football, and that confidence is gained in the weight room. It gives you more weight to push, and more strength to be able to move the line of scrimmage, and get what we're looking for on that side of the ball, and that's the key. We got some good running backs that just need a crease, but it all starts up front, So that's a developmental group that you have to really, coach hard and stay on top of every little detail of their footwork and their hand placement. But at the end of the day, they got to be big and strong. And so that's what we're trying to get them to.
Ronnie Walker, I know, took a little hit at the end of practice, and really hurt him.
Don't know. Yeah, he took a shot there, and a very physical tackle by James Miller, which is what he does, But he's just, So we just want to make sure our guys are always, keeping their heads up and tackling through people. And it was a thud tempo, but and it was on his feet, So that part of it was what you want. But you also got to make sure we keep our heads up as well. But yeah, it was just physical football right there, and and Ronnie ran hard today, and I challenged him, early in practice, and thought he responded to that, So it's a physical game.
You got a pro day today. You as head coach, obviously, you guys in the combine. This is the program that's really become on the NFL's radar. For you, how big is today for the program?
Huge day. A lot of guys have put an extremely large amount of work into today. All the extra time. Most of the guys have stayed here to train. A few of them have went to some other spots, but most of them stayed here. And you just want to see them rewarded for all their hard work. They've given so much to our program. They've invested. They've sacrificed. They've worked extremely hard. Made plays for us on game day and took care of business in the classroom, and now they're getting rewarded with the opportunity to have most of the NFL scouts from every team to be here and a chance to showcase what they got. We had a few guys who had to go to the combine to do that, and then we got the rest of them here. We'll be doing that with all the testing that's going to get started. So really exciting, big day for our program.
Thanks, Tom.